Do you ever wonder if all the culture warriors think about what they would do if there actually was a real attack on US soil? It's like, do you think we're shooting objects out of the sky just because? Because if it really came down to it, if there was a real domestic threat from some foreign power, all that toxic masculinity colonizer talk would go out the window quick. Because you know what they would be looking for? Men. Strong men. Because no offense to the women out there, but let's just be serious. Who do you think is going to fight? Who's going to be the most equipped to battle? Who do you think is doing all of the hard manual labor, assembling these weapons, doing these high body toll things? There's some women in there, but not the vast majority of them. And I'm not here to argue that they should. But I'm just saying that all these people that are so quick to demonize men in society, despite the fact that they have elevated suicide rates, die on the job more often than anyone else, fight in the majority of the wars and conflicts, build all the buildings for the most part, and every other terrible, horrible job, coal mining, sewers, construction of all types, infrastructure. Sorry, but there's not a lot of 5'3" women out there, I'm just saying. So all the people out there that talk about toxic masculinity, knowing that the first place that they would look in the case of a real conflict or danger would be a strong man, respectfully, shut the fuck up about toxic masculinity. That toxic masculinity is what the world needs to run. We were given these tools and equipment, these meat suits, for a reason. We each have a role to play. And just because these people have created a catchy slogan based around this idea and gotten everybody to agree that it exists, doesn't mean it does, and doesn't mean that when your back is up against the wall, that you wouldn't totally throw it out the window. Because crisis comes quickly, whether people like it or not. And the preparation that's being done by strong men around this world right now looks like the following. Being resilient to the opinion of others, being independent, being physically fit and strong, putting in those hours at the gym, learning skills and trades so that if your family was to ever be in jeopardy, you would be able to protect them. There are men all over the world doing this every day while no one is looking. And you would be quickly and urgently looking to their guidance if you were to ever really be a threat. You wouldn't care about their color of their skin. You wouldn't care about their opinions or what they said in the past. You wouldn't care if they took some procedure. You would care that that toxic masculinity was there to defend you. We should all be a little more thankful for those supposedly toxic masculine men. This is the first result of a simple Google search for toxic masculinity. Look at this. Mental and physical toughness, stoicism, self-sufficiency. First of all, you should support any person being mentally tough. That's how you succeed in the world, and that's why we have so many nice things and luxuries in this life. Physical toughness? Okay, tell that to your first responder. Tell that to the military. Tell that to a police officer, to a fireman. Tell that to a Navy SEAL, to a Coast Guard. Tell that to them when they're lifting up a human body onto a stretcher and carrying them out of a building or off the side of a mountain or plucking them out of the water or a dangerous situation. That physical toughness is kinda necessary. Stoicism, not displaying emotion. Not displaying emotion doesn't mean that you have emotion. You shouldn't get an award for displaying emotion. Because that stoicism and that not displaying emotion, that takes mental toughness. That takes discipline. And the reason that men stay stoic is to keep a situation calm. To show the other people in a high intensity situation that it's gonna be okay. That your calmness and stoicism will keep your heart rate and breathing normal and will allow for the group to navigate through a challenging situation. That stoicism is a balancing mechanism. It is to be revered and respected because those are the traits of a leader. How anyone could suggest that self-sufficiency is toxic masculinity is insane. Because self-sufficiency means that you understand how to contain and take care of yourself. And just in case anybody doesn't understand, that self-sufficiency is necessary in order for you to protect others. Because if you can figure out how to self-sustain and protect yourself, then you can also figure out how to protect and self-sustain your household, your family, your community, your team, your tribe, your country. And then you have this one, emotional insensitivity. This is probably a miscommunication because you're not emotionally insensitive. It's just not logically necessary to be engaged with. Emotional sensitivity is not nearly as important as any of the other things on this list, especially in matters of life or death, preservation, protection, etc. You know, when toxic men shine and are, necessary. And the thing that's so insane about a list like this and the people that actually believe that this is a real thing, all of the creature comforts of your life were created and are currently maintained because some strong men out there exhibited these character traits. And because an equally strong woman supported it.